Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Jordan Love, the Packers. Big day for Jordan Love. Over 300 yards, couple touchdowns. Fired up for this one. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, a quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. Not only is it a great, cheap way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. So hop over there, join, become a member. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get into it. Jordan Love, the Pack, getting it going, over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns right here. Some A up top. Let's go right out the gate. Love me a little fast form motion. I love the accuracy, the anticipation here. This is outstanding. Catch one-on-one to the boundary, right in front of their sidelines. Love to see it. Get it? Welcome for that. This is really beautiful, though. Again, the precision, on time, in rhythm. That's where Jordan Love needs to live, in my opinion. Pause this thing at the top. Again, you can see him separate right there. You can see the wide receiver up top on what I'm going to call a stop route. All that to me means is that we're going to get a vertical. We're selling that vertical. We're going to hit the brakes usually around 9 yards, and that ball's already going to be in the air, right? We're separated. Ball will be in the air. When we hit the top of that thing, we're coming right back down the stem. Again, the throw is on the money. Love to see it. Love to see him get in rhythm early. Beautiful throw right up on his face. Again, full speed here. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Great base. Hit that back foot. Get it up. Now, do I personally think you need to do a ball fake for this? No, because it's one-on-one man outside the numbers. But you do you, LaFleur. Hit that back foot right up on him. Outstanding. Let's get it rolling. Next one here, 4th and 1. Man, this really hurts my soul. The number 1, now the new number 3, is running into the flat. And I don't even know if it's into the flat. It's damn near down the line of scrimmage for a negative yardage. It is a bizarro route. It is terrible execution, in my opinion, on the perimeter by the wide receivers, the 1 and the 2. We have to get a rub here. Just for kind of context, look at number 32, the guy in the left hash. Think he knows what's coming? He's running out. 88 is going to the flat. He's going to the flat. He's going. He's going. TFL. Now, I don't really care if they know what you're going to run. What I do care about is the fact that if he's yelling this, okay, right here, and we are running to the flat. First of all, let's get to the flat. So let's get at least so where we catch it, it's a first down. I have no earmuffs here, okay? I have no fucking idea why we would run this route. That route, in my opinion, doesn't exist in football. Don't want to see it ever, anywhere. So the first part is we've got to get some depth. Okay, now, even if we get some depth here, I'm not sure we're going to catch a first down, again, because our guy is yelling that it's coming. Now, the next part of this is, what are we doing at the number 1 and the number 2 spot here? Okay, one of these guys is going to the corner. The other one is on top of the mesh. So down here at the bottom, we're trying to get mesh down here. So if the flat wasn't there on his negative angle flat, we come down to the mesh. The thing that I hate is that this guy has the flat man-to-man, right? We're to the flat right here, or whatever this route is. Both of these, okay, the number 1 and the number 2, numbering eligibles outside in, need to be trying to rub and pick either their guy, so push your guy into the guy who's got the flat for a little friendly fire on the way to the corner, bluff this guy, get into his face, come across, bluff for the mesh. Again, there's multiple opportunities for rubs or natural picks or soft rubs, whatever your verbiage is, I don't care. But you can't have both the 1 and the 2 get no rub or pick to the flat. What are we doing, Green Bay? Look at that's way too easy. That looks like you're running a scout look for the defense. That is so easy. The number 1 up top, that just can't get worse. Like nothing. That's a nothing burger. And again, the route for negative yardage, I'm not familiar with either. Come on, man. It's 4th and 1. You know, it's hard to put this on Jordan Love. I like the play call. I hate the execution. The design, the kind of 11 here, I think it's 9 on the outside the screen. We have to be able to get a pick on 32 here. And again, the route down the line of scrimmage is hilarious. None of it's good enough. Their ball. Next one here, 2nd and 15. This is going to be a really nice play from Jordan Love here, feeling the pressure off his left tackle. Up and out. Find that little wrap in, wide open in the middle of the field. Nice job moving to his left. Get a nice little chunk here on 2nd and forever to get a first down like this. Pretty awesome. Again, the capacity to extend, to create. It's not there. You got to move. Left tackle takes an L. Get out. Keep your eyes downfield. Flip your hips. Make a hell of a play. That's awesome. And this is, put this in a bottle. Capture this. To be able to get out and create. Again, it's really there initially if we didn't have any pass pro issues. So right here, we just take an L at left tackle. It's going to happen. So I love the fact that Jordan Love doesn't panic, gets out, escapes, keeps his eyes downfield. Okay, concept-wise here, we're going to be running essentially a clear route down the middle of the field with that, what I'm going to call a wrap in. It's not really a true dagger. It's kind of an intermediate in. And when the middle linebacker here, he's opening to the field. No idea why. Well, I do know why. He's just incorrect most likely because you'd open to the field or the passing strength. But once they motion right here, there's 4 eligibles on this side. You almost guarantee would want to open your hips this way, in my opinion, and get depth this way. He's going to open this way, get depth running out of there. So that's going to go with the clear, the number 2 down here to the bottom. And then that wrap in is going to wrap right in behind it. And Jordan Love just has to bail before that, but it's still open. I mean, it's a beautiful call, nice design. You just can't hold up on the edge at left tackle. Got to go. You can see the middle of the field, right? Run right into the light. I mean, wide open between the numbers. Nice job from Jordan Love finding it. Beautiful play call. Love the design here, the offensive architecture of using the motion. Just need to hold up on the edge. Play action, motion, horizontal stretch, up, out, eyes downfield. Look at him flip his hips, throw it back across his body. Again, what would have been a cardinal sin a decade ago, now see it every Sunday. Great job. Big athletic play. Hell yes. Next one here, 3rd and 15. We got some ball security issues. I think the snap is certainly good enough. It looks like maybe we're just doing too much as far as checking, not making sure we got to make sure we can handle the snap here. Fortunate to get it back, get a field goal, get that field goal opportunity, because this can, one of those things that can go sideways real quick. You know, you'd hate to lose the ball, but again, even the negative play starts to stretch the field goal unit. Again, I don't think that necessarily is a bad snap. It's just about securing the ball, going through those little baby things, the technique elements of making sure your eyes are on it, catch it, and then let the play itself out. One of those things you just can't take for granted. You learn from it, and you try not to do it again. Next one here, 3rd and 12. I really like this play. We're going to hit the deep hook to the number 2 down here to the bottom. Beautiful throw. Again, 3rd and 12 is brutal down in distance for an offense. For him to be able to hit this thing, great in rhythm again, great base, drive that thing on the body, on the break, really too easy. Now, we could have a whole different video, and this is not defensive school by any means, but man, this is a lot of space for an offense to be able to come out here and run this just essentially free access, deep hook, past the sticks. Again, unbelievable separation at the top of this thing as well. It's not a contested throw. The thing I like from Jordan Love here at the top, watch his base. So the rhythm of this, I think he takes 5 from gun. So you let this thing develop. Then he hits that back foot. There's no heel click. There's great balance. There's great rhythm. He's able to torque this thing, put it right where he wants to. So first watch this route. Look at all that space. Look at the space at the top. I mean, that is wide open. We'll play with just a little bit of anticipation. Once he let it go right there, you know, baby A, lowercase a. Again, watch the drop in the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boop. No heel click. See him stay balanced at the top. All his cleats in the ground right there, ripping that thing, driving it right down the hash. Hell yes. I mean, that is, I mean, that's really, really easy for 3rd and long. Too easy, probably. Big conversion. Let's go. Next one here, 3rd and 8. This is a bummer because this probably should be a touchdown. This is a 4-point error in my opinion. This is a speed out to the number 2. I personally, and again, I'm not in their quarterback room, not in their install, but I can imagine that this footwork is supposed to be 3 no hitch from gun. So 1, 2, 3, throw. He takes 3 in a hitch. It's late. And then we catch it out of bounds. So to me, this is a 4-point error. These things usually add up, and this is a fast way to get beat. But right here, to me, this is just a speed out from the slot. And again, I'm just speaking universal football. Yeah, I'm not in their quarterback room. There's lots of different ways you can do footwork. You can do combo things with different footwork for different sides. So if there's a different concept over here, or you're going to work a different route, you might go 3 hitch. And if you're going to work if you're going to work the corner here, it's 3 and a hitch. If you're going to work this speed out, it's 3 no hitch. I don't know what their normal is. I can tell you that universal football, most often, this is a catch, 1, 2, 3, be lined up and throw that thing. Do not hitch or reset, because then you will be late and the ball will be thrown out of bounds just like it is. So again, just that little hitch. Okay, I'll slow it down for us here. It's 3rd down. Watch this thing, hitch at the top. So 1, 2, 3, hitch. That little hitch. 1, 2, 3, throw. Hitch. Now he's still playing with a little bit of anticipation. He's not out of it yet, but the throw takes us out of bounds. We run out of real estate. Be great in the CFL. Okay, you got to throw that thing on time. To me, this is not on time. It's in rhythm, but it's not the correct footwork, and it's incomplete. And it's unfortunate, because that really deserves to be a touchdown. Not only that, but the tight end 88 is there as well for a touchdown on the corner if you went there. Again, I personally would love to see him lined up a little bit more to the left. At this point, I know that's just me. 1, 2, 3, throw. See him not lined up. His feet are lined up down the hash. So then he has to hitch to get over there, right there. That back foot, how it's lined up like that, that's how I want it on the 3rd step. So that when you take that 3, so whatever you want to do, you want to take that left foot false step, then you're going to go right foot, left foot, right foot, lined up just like this one is to where you're throwing that thing. No hitch, no reset. Let it go on time 3, no hitch. Instead, we hitch, and we're out of bounds, and we're out 4 points. Next one here, we got 3rd and 11. This time we're going to hit the out to the number 3. This time we're going to go 5 and a hitch. Now it works here because we're a little bit more inside, and we're dealing with press coverage, and we're dealing with a tight end, so probably going to be a slower guy. So you got to deal with bump. Again, 5 from gun, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hitch, get over there. Now it takes a big shot. That's a big conversion. Again, converting these 3rd and forevers is so difficult in the league. Right here, the number 3, working that out. Again, you can see the press coverage, right? So he's right up in his grill. We're going to try to get an outside release, get up past the sticks, and run out of this thing. So you've got a little bit more space because we're on damn near the hash. So we're going to take 5. And again, at this point, working to the left, you should know what I'm going to say. I would prefer him to be lined up at the back of his drop, meaning that his, whatever you want to use as the barometer, the toes, the ankles, the eye of the ankle, I don't care what it is, be where you want to throw the ball. At the top of the drop, for me, he's still got his lower half, pointing the wrong direction. So you have to overcorrect. That will lead to inconsistencies, guys diving on the ground. You can talk a lot, feel like with Love, with just the premium precision ball location is just not there and hasn't been there. I think he could help himself by eliminating all these moving parts at the top of the drop. So again, just watch the footwork. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, his feet, right? His toes are on the hash. He's looking to throw almost like a glance to the left, maybe a little left. He then has to get there again. You can see everything's moving to the left. Moving to the left. Now, it doesn't help that we're 45's wrecking shop against our right guard here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moving to the left, leaning to the left. Guess what? The ball's going to go to the left. Guess what? Another Green Bay guy catches it, but is on the ground. Next one here, 3rd and 1. No idea what the Chargers are doing defensively here. The guy in motion coming across 11, he's going to run a flat or a quick out, essentially stealing, free access, catch it, throw it. That's way too easy. 36 is giving up way too much depth. Again, you say, thank you very much for that. 2-step it, 1, 2, get it out. Again, just watch the adjustment to motion. Look at all this. First of all, look at all the space down here. So this is the first part. It's 3rd and 1, right? The first down is the line. Look at the space. So when we come across in motion and we just run a quick out, there's nobody there. They can adjust however they want, unless they get guys down here, downhill to to give us some sort of issue within the first 5 yards, this is stealing. Again, I love the idea of throwing on it on 3rd and 1. But man, if they're going to give you stuff like this, you take this all day, all the way down the field. That's way too easy. Again, it's just not going to work for very long on defense like this for the Chargers. That's a whole different video right here. Love 1-2. Again, I think we've proven now that when he's in rhythm and decisive and that first guy is open, he's smooth, clean, consistent. Nice conversion. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me, so thank you for doing that. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, you know about it. Join, become a member. We also have Quarterback School courses. These courses are the premium content available through the channel. These are deep, deep dives on my favorite football topics. It is that week, Black Friday also, so we're probably going to have some significant coupons available for you. If you're interested in that, make sure you sign up for all of the free resources available through the Quarterback School Patreon community. Those links are in the video description as well. Make sure to follow me across social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. Next one here, 1st and 10, play action. We're going to get these kind of deep curls, we'll call them. Could be read posts. But man, that's way too much space. Again, this is not normal NFL defense. These guys are wide ass open. It's way too easy. To me, it's really not sound defense either. And so we'll talk a little bit about what that looks like. And sometimes you see that. But right here, this is just big play action with 2 deep curls. Now, are they designed or called curls? You know, only they know. What I mean by that is sometimes you'll have offenses come up, and if you can take the post, you take the post. If you can't, you kind of curl up. And it's usually just based off what that near safety is doing. So if that near safety is getting depth, guess what? We'll just curl up. So it could be that, or it could be true called double deep curls. I personally don't like that as much as I like one of those guys on what oftentimes is called a read post. But at the end of the day, this design is up, deep curl, up, deep curl. Now, defensively, what I mean as far as weird and kind of what I wouldn't even say bastard, I would just say not sound defense, is if they're going to rush 5, you can't play traditional zone coverages behind that. And what I mean by that is if we're going to roll up the corner, play half field, and try to play true Tampa, where this guy's running to the middle, well, we need someone in the curl. So normally there are 2 players, one right here and one right here, playing these curl zones. So again, it's 5 under, right? So the corners are going to be in the flat, corners in the flat. You're going to have these curl players, and then you're going to have the Mike running to the middle right there, and these half field players. Well, guess what? There's nobody in this curl. This player doesn't exist. So you can't play Tampa 2 and not have someone in the field curl. I mean, I guess you can. They do it right here. This is the output, though. Again, right? Like, this doesn't make sense. I don't, I'm not trying to make this defensive school, but I want to make sure I'm pointing out half field player, that Tampa run through. Here's the corner, rolled up cloud. Here's the corner, rolled up cloud. Here's the curl player to the field. There just isn't a curl player here. So that's what happens when you rush 5 and try to play traditional zone structure behind it. You can't do it. So maybe it makes sense to them. Right here, they're getting exploited, getting gashed. Looks way too easy for Jordan Love and company right here. In rhythm, even with a guy in his face. I mean, look how open he is. There's no one within 5+ yards of him. Deep down the field. Come on. Next one here, big chunk to the number 3. Now the new number 2 to the bottom. The inverted wing on just a flat. This really could go to the house. Flat, make one guy miss, hurdle another guy, take it to the house. Now steps out of bounds there. It's a hell of an athletic play. But this is, again, y'all, this is too easy. Now it's, you got to take your flats right there. They're going to give it to you. You take them. It's a really athletic play. Damn, wish he would have stayed in bounds. But I mean, they're trying to match this to the bottom. They're asking this linebacker to run out and tackle this guy. Doesn't. Safety. Low. Can't bring him down. I mean, say what? And again, I don't want to make this, Charger bash school. But this, you just don't see defense like this very often in the league. just purely on Jordan Love, again, I think I've said it and resaid it and showed evidence over and over. In rhythm, decisive, first read, all good. Clean, accurate, on him, yak, all good. Love it. Outstanding job here, taking what the defense gives you. Make them tackle us in space. They can't do it. Get it out. It's a hell of a play, too. Oh, so close. Oh, that would have been sweet. Next one here, touchdown pass. Very similar structure up top. We're going to run a little inverted wing stick. It's not there. We're then going to hit 9 on the crosser, back pylon. Beautiful touch throw. One of my favorite throws of the day. Getting a little foggy for us here, post-faux celebration. Great touch from Jordan Love. Torque, right on him. Outstanding. Really love this design. So again, it looks just like a play that got us down here, right? We're going to run inverted wing stick. So there's that little stick. There's the flat. That's where we just threw the ball, right? Off the same structure with the same motion. That's not there. So as soon as they do anything to come down and clamp that stick, it's going to create a big void back here. And so to take advantage of that, we're going to run this little crosser or over, really back to that back pylon. So once you feel these guys come up, you can just lay that thing out. Boom. Put it right there. Beautiful shot. Really nice read going left to kind of low to high. See that thing work out? No. There it is. Let 9 run. Beautiful touch right on him. That's outstanding. Just a really nice, well-designed play. I always think of the Chiefs when I think of this play. But man, beautiful job. Nice touch. Big touchdown pass. Let's go. Next one here. Really a missed opportunity to the number 3, the new number 2 down here to the bottom, the sniffer on the wheel. Now, I will also say that this is not my favorite ball handling. I don't think it's easy at all. That being said, you cannot airball a layup. And this might not be a layup, but this is a damn near a free throw. And again, when I'm saying I don't love the ball handling, I'll talk exactly what I'm talking about there. But the design of the concepts, outstanding. So we're going to take what I'm going to call match quarter, half. And who, don't pretend to have their defensive calls, but this sure looks like quarter to me. This looks like half field. We're going to run what I'm going to call this like post clear. That's going to take the corner. He's running with him. Once that happens, he's now hunting up the other side. That's a big ask for the flat defender right here. He's got to the flat and wheel. So he's got to cover the flat and the wheel. And guess what? We're going to fake run right at him. So we're going to block, and then get into the wheel. And again, it's there. I personally, and this is just coming from experience, anecdotally running this kind of play where you're going to wide zone fake here, outside zone stretch. I personally like to curl back here and make this thing like over the tackle. In fact, I've never seen this footwork where you come out and keep going this way and then turn to the inside. Normally, I would say if you go this wide like this, and again, just watch the angle of this thing, you would open front. You would turn to over your right shoulder here. They're obviously telling him, or maybe he's just more comfortable turning this way, but to turn in and then make that throw over here seems unnecessarily difficult. Okay, let me say that again. The top of this ball handling, to me, it would make a lot more sense to turn this way. Now, maybe they want the action of, hey, if you turn in like this, you're thinking, oh, we're going to rip something this way or back over. If that's the case, I'm all for this, but let's just dovetail this thing a little bit to turn it. Don't necessarily go so straight line. Again, just watch the ball handling. It's so straight line and then turn like this. To me, it's like cutting your own hamstring. Why make this so difficult? Because then you end up missing a layup. So let's watch the ball handling here from Love. See him go straight, then see him continue at that angle. Most guys would curl a little bit at the top to get lined up to throw this thing. Again, his feet are not lined up. He's then got to get to the left. Guess what? He drifts to the left, and it's an overthrow. So again, I would be doing everything I could to make sure you give Jordan Love the most consistent lined up footwork possible to help him with this precision, because that is just sickening. I mean, it really is. These are those ones, especially if you're a play caller, and especially if you're in best season and you're standing there and it's coming right at you and you want to pull like a little shanty and tell people it's going to be wide open right in front of your face, and then that happens. Oh my God. Just pretend like you're not looking, like you're looking at the game plan. But again, the footwork for me, the footwork and the ball handling is the issue. Look at him dropping like that. You just don't see drops like that. This drop doesn't exist anywhere else in any other system. Then get to your left. Look at LaFleur. I mean, just sickening. Go right into the crouch. Oh. Next one here, another rough one. You know, whether this is the ball's going forward or a fumble, I don't really care. I didn't go back and look. But just the protection here, you would love, you know, obviously if you're Jordan Love, to be able to try to get that, protect that ball as much as possible. This one is hard for me to put on Jordan Love with this kind of pressure. I will say that this drop, I don't love. To me, this is 3 and a shuffle, or like 3.5. 1, 2, 3 shuffle. See the back of that? It's just not the same rhythm, Jordan Love, that I think is his best. So 1, 2, 3, and then that's not 4, 5. That's a shuffle. That's like 3 and a shuffle. I've been in systems that promote that. I personally just feel like it's unnecessarily difficult. Again, doesn't lead to great rhythm and balance. Again, we're taking L's up front. We've got a serious miscommunication going on interior. We're taking L's on the left side. Again, you know, tough to ask some of these matchups potentially for what Green Bay is working with up front. Again, there's no excuse here. The tight end has got to get a better chip on the left. That's the first part. That chip is not helping anybody. Then whatever the right guard and center are doing, I'm comfortable saying someone's in the wrong. That's not what we're doing. We're not trying to leave someone in the A gap. So all bad in that regard. Luckily, you get it back. Next one here, down 4. We're going to take a shot down here to the bottom to the number 1 on a double move, a little hook and go, a little stutter go. You know, it's going to take a perfect ball for this thing to hit. This thing is off by yards. I mean, we're missing this by yards inside. We've seen the inaccurate balls deep down the field. Again, I've talked about the miss radius. To me, again, just watching the drop, this doesn't look like clean, precise footwork. This looks like 3 hitch back. And I mean, that ball, again, that's missing by 5+ yards. So again, just really difficult, in my opinion, to take 3 here and hitch back. So he's making this difficult on himself, Jordan Love, with the footwork. 1, 2, 3, hitch back. See that little back after you take that third step? So 1, 2, 3, hitch back. Now we're throwing backwards fadeaways. And again, I'm not saying that this is an easy throw, okay? So don't get it twisted. What I am saying is that you're going to come out here, stutter, and then this thing essentially turns into a go. You just want to throw that down the red line, right on the guy's path. You try to drop this thing down like this. You sure as hell can't miss 5 yards inside. It's never going to be completed. So again, I think the footwork, 1, 2, 3, get lined up to your left. Again, I sound like a broken record. Do not hitch backwards. If anything, we're going to hitch or reset, tight reset up. Get some momentum going towards the target and torque that thing. Hard to create the force you need to make this throw while you're going backwards. Oh, tough. And again, I think Jordan Love is as obvious a case of someone who's tethered to their feet as much as anyone in the league right now. Because when it's not clean, the accuracy diminishes so quickly. Again, not lined up, hitching backwards, coming up way short, way inside. Next one here, we're just going to throw the stick up top to the number 1. We're going to get a flat by the tight end, stick right on him. Chargers can't tackle. We'll get some serious yak. And this is on their less for, you know, evaluating or analyzing Jordan Love and more just about the story of the game. Chargers defensively, just holes all over the place, tackling, effort, all sorts of issues. Honestly, beyond the scope of this video and perhaps this channel. But man, Jordan Love, throw it to the open guy. Again, on time, in rhythm. Catch a little 1, 2, 1, 2, all his cleats in the ground, ball right up on his face. Good things happen. It's a hell of a run. Great balance, strength, acceleration. Okay, good things happen when you distribute the ball, get it to your playmakers in space on time. 1, 2, boom. Again, just look at that back foot. Again, it's a nothing throw, but all his cleats are in the ground, lined up to his target, right up on his face. Great strength, horrific tackling, terrible effort. But let's go for the Packers, right? Next one here, touchdown pass to the bottom slot. The Chargers can't get lined up. Again, horrific, embarrassing defense, if I'm being honest. Outstanding finish there by 87. Go up, strong hands. Jordan Love see it, get a ball out, give your guy a chance. It's a hell of a catch. Super strong hands. Big time play. Again, just the bottom of the screen here. And again, I have to keep harping on the defense just because that is the story on some of these things. They can't get lined up. Okay, we've got a running back out here and a wide receiver, the 1 and the 2. In a perfect world here, you sure as hell would not want a linebacker on an NFL wide receiver. So they're trying to get the DB or the corner right here. The linebacker's trying to run out to the number 1. Essentially, there's a friendly fire situation right here. These guys kind of get in each other's way. They don't cover anybody. My guy 87 does a great job here fighting through this on the inside fade. You know what's coming. Mailbox up. Go get it. And then he does a great job of high pointing this and strong handing this thing. So again, just watch that route by the slot down here to the bottom, the number 2. Mailbox up. He hit him with the Randy Moss. You put the mailbox up, not even looking back. Jordan Love sees it. Again, blown coverage defensively. Make him pay. Great rhythm. Again, first read, 1, 2, 3, tight hitch, reset, get it out. Again, the ball, I prefer a ball like this that's slightly underthrown. Give your guy a chance. Look at that, strong hands. Go up, get it. Turn it away from the defender. That's a hell of a finish. Nice win. So that is a wrap. Jordan Love, the Packers, really nice win. 300-plus yards for Jordan Love, dealing all over the place. That being said, I think when he's in rhythm, on time, getting the ball out with the correct footwork tethered to the concept, it's a thing of beauty. It's when that's not the case, when it looks like the footwork probably isn't what it's supposed to be, probably not what most people are used to seeing tethered to the route combination or the route read. That's when things kind of get off the rails a little bit. So just being able to have those things connected consistently, I think would go a long way to helping Jordan Love with the accuracy. It's not that they're crazy misses all over the place, like he's putting it into the front row every other throw, but there are throws and tendencies to look to be at this point a pattern to his game. So if they could find a way to kind of smooth out some of those rough areas where you look and you see the footwork and you're like, that doesn't look like how most guys do it. He's probably not doing what they're asking, if I had to guess. And if that's what they're asking, they need to find that kind of sweet spot for what works for Jordan Love, because when it's smooth, in rhythm, on time, decisive, it comes out pretty consistently. When it's not that, that's when you see the spray misses. That's when guys are diving to catch balls. That's when we're not getting any yak. That's when we're missing layups. That's when we're missing shots deep down the field by yards inside. So just being able to find that sweet spot still looks like a moving target for the Packers, but I'm excited to see more. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.